Finally, Damilola Ogunsi is on the couch with us, and together we will be having an interesting conversation. He's an actor.
Yeah, popularly known by his stage name, the Goldfish.
Okay.
Hey.
Great to have you here.
I was like waiting for all the drum rolls, the clashing,
That's your job
the
now.
clashing
That's
cymbals.
what you do now. You're the artist.
Oh, I was supposed to come with my drum.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Pleasure to be
Don't give him
here.
ideas next time he's coming.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Just say,
There's going to be Panana come with me with a band.
So the Goldfish, at what point did, since the inception into your transition into the movie industry, you went up bearing Goldfish. What inspired the name, the Goldfish?
Okay, so the name the Goldfish has been on for, I've had it as a nickname for the longest of times. Though there are two stories to it, there's a romantic side and there's a criminal side. So which one?
Both.
Dish it out.
You can't pick one, just pick one.
Okay, so she'll
we
take the
want
romantic side, I'll take the action side.
All right, so the Goldfish, that particular name, which I think is very apt. When I was in primary school, I attended this convent, or St. Clair's, a convent Catholic, primary school, and they used to tell us not to go to the convent, during school hours. But I was quite naughty. Me and my other minions, and so we decided one day to go to the convent, and so we were caught. But funny enough, they didn't even chase us because I was there, so they left us.
Yeah,
but sometimes
recognizable.
Thank you. So sometimes later in the class, I think it was like headmaster or something with one of the priests came to fish me out and said, "Don't you know that you are a goldfish?" And that was the first place that actually came. That was the criminal side of it. And my friends had, fun calling me that for a while. Then he died off. Then, so many nicknames along the line, Damien, different nicknames. But sometimes back in about 2010, when I wanted to take my MCing work seriously and I needed a new nickname. So I was dating this lovely girl then, and her sisters really liked me. So they started calling me Goldfish again. So one day I just thought about, why am I looking for a name? The Goldfish was up. I just got to an event and said, okay, when they're going to bring me up, call me the Goldfish. And they did.
Goldfish.
And bang, spot on.
And
so
then
yes.
sometimes you add the Goldfish 007.
Oh.
I see that because I mean, like, you're like a James Bond fan.
I think I should be the #1 James Bond fan in Africa, actually. I'm totally obsessed about that character.
Yeah, and congratulations on the end of Dilemma that just wrapped up.
Thank you.
And that was quite a success, on screen. Well done on that one. But tell us, your journey through, how was it on set? Tell us your experience. Want to share some of that with us? I mean, you played one of the most, one of those roles. I know it's one of those roles that you really looked forward to. So talk us through that experience.
When I got cast to play Tanko Ahmed in Dilemma, I'd already done it. It's a 260 episode telenovela for African Magic. I'd already done one before, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to do another again because that's a lot of intense filming. So when I read the script, it's sort of a James Bond-y character.
Yeah.
He's a villain, but now he has other good sides to him. He's a loyal family man and all that. It's kind at heart. So he takes his work seriously and he defends his family at all costs. So getting to that character, I had to actually read a lot, study a lot about, killers and all that and how their mind works and being a father and all that. So it was great on set. And there was actually a time jump in the series where, there was a 23-year time jump where I had to play 65. So, and I am very far away from 65, but because, makeup and everything, and limping and everything, it was a beautiful character. It was nice being on set with some of the amazing actors. Jocelyn Duma, Sadi was also there. Many great, Susan Peters, Susan Thek, so many great actors were on that set. So it was good. It was intense. We filmed Monday through Saturdays every week for 9 months. But I enjoyed it, and one of the things that I love about doing this work is how you get to delve deep into the life of someone else and live the life of someone else. So I learned a lot from playing Tank more than I've learned from any other character I've played. Especially being a father, being loyal, being responsible, duty, putting family first, love. I enjoyed it. It was so sad to see it end, but the reviews from the fans were mind-blowing.
They were.
You know, so I'm very grateful to be able to do what I do.
So I have a two-pronged question. On the one hand, you talked about being a family man and all. And so my first question is coming from the conversation we had earlier today, talking about, you know, a man losing his job and life after. Okay. Now, you came from the banking industry.
All right.
So was it something, you probably were doing on the side before the entertainment thingy, or did you up and quit just to focus on your dreams?
Yes, so I would say that I was doing it as a hobby all the while. I started acting since primary school. I started doing theater since primary school. I even still remember lines from my very first play, This Is Our Chance.
Nice.
So all the way from primary school, secondary school, polytechnic, university, church, I've always been in drama. That's the only group I've always been in, drama. So sometimes about 2014, I got my first entry into a film with, I think it was Tola Balogun. Then it was a small TV series. So I played little parts, but I was in banking then. I'd also MC, I was still in banking. So it was a side thing. But I've always wanted to be an actor since I was a little boy. In my house, once we watch a Chinese film, I'm fighting everybody that day. If it's a lover boy film, I'm loving everybody. If it's a musician film, I'm playing guitars all this. I've always wanted to. So around 2014, when this thing started, did a couple of, films. Then I knew this is where my heart was, So I went to film school, the New York Film Academy, then came back. Then a couple of months after, I decided to just quit and go all in. Because there was no way I could really do it, as a job and also handle banking as well. And, so I followed my heart.
Because what made me ask that is because I know bankers already have their work cut up to here. And so for you to even have enough spare time to do this, wow, you must take a lot of commitment and passion. So the other question I wanted to ask you had to do with what you were talking about, as Tanko. There are people who find themselves becoming so much a part of a character that in a way it becomes part of their lives. And so people tend to find it difficult to differentiate them from that personality. You see actors and actresses that have acted several roles, but then they act a particular role, and that is what sticks. And so producers stop calling them for other roles, and it becomes a stereotype. Now, for you, as a Tanko influenced you in such a way that it probably took a lot for you to remove yourself from reality, from the drama to reality. Was it that way for you?
Yes, it really was. Firstly, for me, I can't play a character that I judge. Once I judge the character, I can't play. And I couldn't judge Tanko. I loved that character, really enjoyed what he stood for. So it was easy for me to, it was hard. It was a lot of work getting into it, but it was a lot more work getting out of it. So it became such a part of me that, and because of the training I have, it's live your life like the character. So I spent 9 months actually living most of my life like that, even walking with a limp. Because I usually find out sometimes after I'm done on set and I'm walking to my car and I'm unconsciously walking with a limp. Or talking with the character voice, because this is not Tanko's voice. Tanko's voice was deeper and slower than this. So all
give us a line of it.
So I'll just, as I'm talking, I'm just going to change it to that character voice. So a lot of things that Tanko would normally say would just come slower and not as more deliberate. He's more focused and on what he says than I am. Nice. He does many things where he knows that family stands first. So basically like that. So sometimes it's hard getting out of it. I played a character called Akajo in one TV series called Ajoche. It took me about 6 months to really get him out of my system. And so that's one of the issues you'd have this work if you really want to go deep.
Interesting.
So I know that you're a lover boy. So quickly, I'll just ask you, are you in love? Is there any special woman in your life?
Am I in love? That's a bit because
I'm not dropping all those romantic nuggets.
Well, I'm a lover boy through and through. So right, am I? Is there someone? Yeah, I can say that. But if you're asking, wait, let me ask you. Ask me straight. Are you asking me if
I'm in a relationship?
Okay, so I'm going to be very honest. No, not at the moment. But I'm presently doing interviews and I'm taking references. So
no comment about that. So at this point, we're going to
love that look on your face.
We're going to head to the kitchen. While we're heading to the kitchen, we're going to take a look at some of your material. And then when we get to the kitchen, You remember that drama you said you did as a child?
Yeah, the
You're going
primary
to
school
give
one.
us the lines
Yeah.
that you remember. So after that is when you will get breakfast. Okay?
All right.
Shikina.
No
Let's
problem.
take a look at this clip.
You need to make up your mind. You're either a part of this family or you're not. You are not my mother. Kaita here.
Welcome to the kitchen.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so breakfast today is by Chef Dida.
Yeah.
And she's made these delicious cinnamon rolls. I don't know what she added to make it creamy like this. So she will have to explain that one.
It's
But
just
dig
whipping
into
cream.
It.
Just whipped cream.
Just
Yeah,
whipped
ice
cream.
cream.
Quickly,
Please
have
dig
a
in. We
taste.
need to get your feedback on the taste.
Okay, so
Absolutely jealous man.
Go ahead.
Praying man.
That looks good,
Jealous of
actually.
what?
Well done.
Oh, all that cream and cinnamon. It's
Oh yeah,
something
this
that
is
I
what
would-
it looks like. Yes, it looks amazing.
Yum sound.
Wow.
It's like having cake and ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot cake.
Okay.
hot indeed, because I can see the steam coming off of that one. I mean, don't burn your mouth.
that was hot.
Not that hot, is it?
Okay.
Like it, love it.
Nice.
Thank
Well, you know you got your reward before the job.
Exactly. You were
Yeah,
supposed to do
wait,
some.
give us the
What's
line.
the job?
Quickly.
You're not giving us the line. Oh yeah, quickly.
So
because
if
we
I
have to-
wait, let me ask you one question now. If I form line now, how will you know? I'm just asking you because I'm an actor. I
No,
can.
you said you can remember now.
Ah,
You can't
Oh.
talk with your mouth full. So we're gonna spare you. Okay?
but this is good.
Thank you.
I can imagine, man.
Well, this is
Well,
good.
that's it for the
you
show
live, you
for
live, you
Tuesday.
live close by.
Yes, very close.
Very close.
She lives everywhere.
All right.
Where she lives is easily accessible.
All right. So you want? So what do you want? First lines from my.
Yes, yes.
All right. So because the audience, of course, people are watching and they can verify. So the first play I acted in was when I was in primary 4, called "This Is Our Chance," and I played ambassador. So I remember the opening line was, "Your Grace, I bring you word from the chief of Udura, whose noble son is your prisoner."
That's it.
That's what I can
And
remember.
the fact that he remembers it so well.
I mean,
Oh wow. At this point, we have to say a very big thank you to everyone who has been a part of the show today. Our
Thank
guests,
Thank
the
you.
crew, and you, importantly,
Yeah.
for watching. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.